All right, we are here on the floor of the Boulder Creative Expo. This is Brian with Boxing Bear Media, and I am here with Nathan Venzara of Longmont Public Media. And I know you guys are doing some really cool things, so just at a high level, tell us about Longmont Public Media, the kind of things you guys are doing, and what you're excited about right now.
Yeah, as is in our name, we're in Longmont, just a short drive down the road.
Yep.
And public media, meaning that we are a public media studio. We're kind of like a maker space for people who just want to come and create media. Maybe they have an idea for a podcast or a YouTube video or even a documentary or a short film, but they don't have the resources, they don't have the experience, they don't have the equipment or the space. And that's what we have, and that's what we provide. So people come in with ideas, and we provide the space and the equipment and the expertise. If they want to do it themselves, we can show them, we can kind of give them the ropes, and kind of set them loose. Or if they want to hire us, we can help them do that for them. But we also have an incredible community of other creators that are all members there that love to support each other. And so they're always looking for opportunities to do that. And so we hold space for that.
That's really cool. And so someone can just basically have an idea of what they want to do, and they may not have the resources, the funds, the connections, which can often be as important as the resource of the funds. And you're able to provide them with space, connections, people, your services. How do you spread the word then about what you do? I mean, obviously events like this, but what are.
Yeah, it's a great question, and we're constantly trying to find ways of getting the word out. And I think that the people that come in there and they use the space and they are able to publish that and put it out to the world is always an opportunity to people to know like where this is being made. Yeah. We also manage the public access television stations for the city of Longmont, so it's another opportunity that our community members who come in and create content are able to. We have another kind of an old school way of distributing that content, and that's also kind of exciting too because people could you could turn on your TV and I
have a show on TV.
Yeah, exactly. It's like one thing to see your stuff on YouTube, and see, but grandma might be able to see, your show on Channel 3. So that, that kind of stuff is really neat. And, we have a podcast studio, which is very popular right now. It's not as spacious as this. We have a TV studio, which is actually pretty large and has a very large green screen. So we can do chroma key stuff in our studio there. And then we have a professional audio studio where people come in and record, music albums, audiobooks in our vocal booth, lots of different things, even record like live studio sessions for bands, things like that.
How do you vet what's going to be aired? Is it just like, hey, if people want to pay the money, we're going to air you? Or is it like, hey, we want to make sure that certain standards are set, certain, regulations are adhered to? I don't know. What's the vetting process for that?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm not as in touch with that part of it, but I do know that we have like a submission form.
Okay.
And members are able to go, it's public, and they can submit, they have the content that they want to submit to that. Yeah. And it's just a questionnaire, and then there's going to be certain things to make sure that there's nothing like obviously offensive or, a thing crosses any kind of moral boundaries or things like that.
Yeah.
But I can't think of any time off like recently that we've ever had to reject anything.
Right.
Because it is public media. We're not necessarily trying to say, hey, like there has to be this certain quality standard, but at the same time, it just has to have certain kind of like other ethical standards.
Yeah.
But it is, the whole point of it is to make it accessible, make media accessible, and to make the distribution of that accessible as well.
So as far as just ideas, genres, whatever, there's a wide range.
Absolutely.
Like there isn't anything, it's not limited as long as it just upholds a certain standard.
We've had everything from, comedy, news shows to puppet shows to someone doing the weather every day.
Yeah.
Sports shows. What else? We've had just a wide variety of different kinds of content.
That's really cool. Boy, I wish now this was in Michigan, so you wouldn't have been able to help us necessarily, but I was in an improv troupe for years. I did Second City in Chicago. And we always talked about getting like a show started, and it's like, we should have looked into public media. Because if there was an improv troupe or a comedy troupe or just creative people in Longmont that wanted to do a comedy show, you can help make that happen for them.
Absolutely. We actually have hosted comedy shows in our studio, concerts and things like that. And what's really fun too is like I what you said about when I was a kid, if we would have had something like this. I mean, I just had my dad's like high 8 Canon camera, camcorder, making films with my brother and sisters.
Yep.
And I was like, man, if I would have had something like LPM, like maybe I would have been like Spielberg right now. And what's really funny seeing full circle is we actually have like a analog conversion studio that we actually built out.
Yeah.
Because we have so many people that actually show up and say like, hey, I know you guys are all into like the new media stuff, but I have like a whole box of like high 8 and mini DV tapes. Like, what do I do with these?
Yeah.
And we actually have like a solution for that. So it's really neat seeing people come in and converting like old stuff.
Yeah.
And then we even just bought like an old Sony high 8 camera, and we're just playing around with like, man, like everyone's all about like 8K now, but like, what if we like made like a whole film now with like this like a high 8 camera and just like put it out there, with all the other things that we have.
Yeah.
Maybe it can still be good. Who knows?
That's really cool. Well, so what do people need to know? What do you guys have coming up on the horizon? What do you want to promote?
Yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, we are this incredible resource that I think a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah.
So, if you have ideas and you don't know where to start, please just come in. We just love people just to come in, see the space, share your ideas with us, and whatever tools that we have, space that we have that we can connect you with and help you, equip you to make your dream, your idea, your opportunity a reality. Like that's what we want to do. So we just welcome people just to check us out. Obviously, we're on all the social channels on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, Longmont Public Media, and our website's longmontpublicmedia.org. So,
And where are you located in Longmont?
We're right actually downtown Longmont on Kimbark and 4th Avenue.
Oh yeah,
right next to the Longmont Library. Yeah. We're actually in the old Carnegie Library building. So at least once a day, someone walks in our doors and they think that we are the library, and we're saying, no, we're not the library. They're around the corner, but we're the Longmont Public Media. If you want to know more about that. So.
Nathan, it's great talking to you. If you're a creative in Longmont, Boulder, in the Front Range area, and you've got an idea, but you don't know how to make this idea come to life, whether it's podcast, something audio, video, comedy show, news, talk to Nathan. He's going to get you all set up at Longmont Public Media. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, spending some time with me. It's really been nice getting to learn more about what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much, Brian. Awesome. Thanks for being at the Boulder County Film Commission Creative Expo.
It's been fun.
It's
Absolutely.
so fun. So great to meet you.
Nice. Talk to you soon.
Buddy.